Hey everyone, Mariska here. Today we are going to face an ITT race, or individual time trial, on MyWhoosh. Right from the start we begin pushing very hard, trying to stay with the front group. In this mode, there is no draft, so every pedal stroke is completely on your own. It is pure intensity from the very first second, and the strategy is to hold high power without letting anyone slip away. Even trying to hold 3.0 watts per kilo, the group's pace is insane, everyone above 3.5. That makes every pedal stroke a fight not to lose contact. The feeling is of always being at the limit, and any drop in power means opening a gap. So the idea now is to find a balance, not blowing up too early, but also not letting the group escape. It is a true game of resistance and focus. The peloton now begins to show signs of attack, increasing the pace to try to open space. I notice the movement and immediately raise the power, forcing above 3 watts per kilo to try to catch the group. It is a moment of quick decision. Either you react by raising the power, or you are left behind for good. With great effort I managed to reconnect again, but it is already clear that the fatigue will demand a heavy price later on. With such a strong pace right at the start, I begin to fall behind. The lead pack slowly opens space, and I simply cannot sustain the same speed. It feels like giving everything, yet still watching the distance grow. In this mode, without drafting to help, every watt must come from the legs. Now the challenge is not to lose motivation, focus on consistency, and hope that some riders in the front pack eventually crack later in the race. I am pedaling strong, holding an average of 300 watts, but even so a group of 3 riders catches me. They arrive with force, and at that moment I cannot react. My legs are already at the limit, and I simply let them go. Even early in the race I feel the burning of lactic acid in my legs, and it is frustrating to watch the group pass. But that is part of the race dynamic. Everyone must find their rhythm and know how long they can sustain. Notice now my average power begins to drop, a clear sign I cannot hold the same initial pace. That opens space for another rider to catch me, and again I have no strength to respond, letting him pass. My instant power keeps falling, now close to 250 watts. That already means a 16% loss compared to the start. If I do not find strength from somewhere soon, I will end up losing many positions quickly. It's that critical moment, when the mind must hold together with the body, because the race is far from over. And here, as I mentioned at the start, one rider finally cracks. We managed to pass our first opponent, bringing a sense of relief. It shows that keeping a consistent average in the race is worth more than chasing high speeds early without sustaining them to the end. But our battle continues. There's still a long way ahead, with just under 14 kilometers left. It's time to keep the head steady and push on, because the race only ends at the finish line. And for those already following the channel, you know that during races we always have our internal battles. Today it's time to face our German friend. I decide my goal in this race will be to finish in the first quartile of riders, and for that I must hold this 13th place. My concern is not drafting, since it doesn't exist here, but whether the German has more legs left than me. So I need to keep him always a few seconds behind, while staying alert to any attack he might launch. For that, I watch the panel on the right, below his name, the watts per kilo. If that number rises quickly, it means an attack, and I must respond immediately. Here I notice two things happening at once. I'm managing to keep our German friend under control, always a few seconds back, but now I also see him closing in on our newest rival, the Polish rider. The seconds are dropping, the gap shrinking with each pedal stroke. With that, I update my goal. Can we catch Michal? This becomes the new mission of the race, turning the chase into an overtake and proving we still have strength to fight for better positions. But here the Polish rider shows he's alert. As soon as I raise power to cut the gap, he responds quickly, holding steady at 5 seconds the whole time. It's impressive to see how the same tactics I use against the German can also be used against me. That makes it clear every move must be calculated, because any attack attempt can be neutralized if the rival is paying attention. And even after my attempts to reach the Polish rider, unfortunately the final position stayed at 13th place. I managed to keep my rival behind under control, but didn't have the strength to pressure the rider ahead. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think I could have caught our Polish friend? Have you ever faced a similar frustration in any sport? Share it in the comments. That's it for today. Don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel, because that really helps bring this content to more people who love cycling. Thanks for staying with us until the end, and see you in the next race.